welcome to Halbrook, my island in Animal Crossing. I thought I would just give a little tour today. Normally I do stuff on stream. Well, not like this particular, but like gaming, like public side. I suppose you could say on Twitch. Link to my Twitch stream is down below. I thought I'd do just like a quick tour or whatever here. Instead of just like clip population, which I've been doing lately. I will get back to body painting. It's like on my list. I just had not had the time to do it. And then I didn't have a mirror. Now I have one, so it's coming. It's coming. But let's start the tour. So, to start off with, coming out of the airport, you'll walk past what my Twitch stream likes to call the orphans. They kind of run this island. We have we're surrounded by waterfalls here. You can kind of see the color palette a little bit from here. We got blue, pink, and white. There's some purple as well. But for the most part, it's those three colors. Before we get into the rest of the island, I thought we would do a little quick map. My dream address is on the screen, but I'll also have it down below in the description, along with the creator link for the dream codes for like all the paths and stuff that I use, because almost all of them are from this one creator, so I'll just have that down below. As far as our residents here, we have Sky, Fauna, Raymond, Wolfgang, Marshall, Bo, Sherb, Fang, Eric, and Freya. None of these are my original villagers. Those have all moved on to better homes. This is the current island. I have just redone the paths, which were pain because you have to lay down the tile and then you have to lay a custom design over top of it. It took me a hot minute to do that. So coming up here, I'm going to start to the left and then we'll go to the right since left there's not as much. So you have this like small walkway. And then up here, we have Wolfgang's house, and we have Bo's house. You'll notice most of my villagers are either wolves or deer. I just really like the deer, and wolves, obviously, because they're my favorite animal. If I had my own way, I would have 3 different islands. The first would be of wolves, the second would be of deer, and then the last one would be the dreamies that don't fit into one of those 2 categories. That would include Marshall, Sherb, and Raymond, but there's also a few others I'd put on there. I think I have a blog post where I go over my dream favorites. If I don't, I'll like post one and like link it to this. But continuing on with our tour, if we come up here, this is where Marshall lives. You'll notice there's another theme besides just those 3 colors. A lot of it's inspired by nature. So there's tons of mushrooms, wood stakes, hyacinths, lamps, and again, dwarfins. Coming down here, we have our gazebo kind of lookout spot. It's just like a nice chill area here. And then coming down, this is what I would consider the hidden secret beach just because of all the waterfalls. So you kind of just have like this nice chill area with like smoothies, ice maker, hammock. Yes, hammock. Anyone who says hammock is wrong, because where's the I? It's an O, so it's hammock. My friends and I got into debate this last night, hence why I'm bringing it up in here, because it's a hill I will die on. Anyways, heading back up and down, we have our museum area. So there's a lot of butterflies, and there's one statue of the headless angel. And then we just have a bunch of fossils sitting around. We also have signs for each of the locations. I'm not going to go inside because it's the same as everyone else's museum. There's no point of going in it again. Everyone has the same thing. But this is kind of how I did my outside. So you have the deer, T-Rex, turtle, saber-tooth over there. There's just some other random things I just like have out, like just to make it that. And then just down below we have like a little barbecue area for a little picnic. And then we have our actual bonfire here on our main public beach. As you can see, like we have the main thing set up. We also have a little like beachside, little restaurant set up here. It's cute. And then running up. Hi, Fauna. You'll notice a lot of people call me Biche. That's not the only thing they call me. So most of my villagers insult me. It's kind of a thing on my island. Some call me dumbass, some call me ass butt, some call me idiot, some call me Biche. And then there's one that calls me imbecile. This is where my lighthouse / Mario stuff is, because I just like it. I just ran straight up to this. This is the weird culty area. A cult area. It's got the tarantula, some scorpions, and then creepy dolls. There's no reason. It's just here. It's one of the few areas that my chat likes to go, what the hell is going on in your island? I'm like, yeah, it's just me. Here we have our garden. So I have like a little garden-y area, greenhouse up top, and then we just have each of the different types of items going down. I have them all labeled so that way if I pick something up, they all look the same when they're buried, so it's very hard to tell. Or like if you like pick the tree, which one this is. So I have things. I did not make these, someone else did, but I just like them a lot. I think it's 2 different creators that did these. I don't remember anymore. I don't have them favorited, or otherwise I would give you the thing. I just found these and downloaded. I don't remember at all what the code for those are. Sorry. Just continuing up, we'll like circle back down and whatnot. We have our campsite area here. So we have the tent, a little pocket camp sign. Let's keep going this way and then we'll just like come down and like do kind of like an S shape. This is the rock garden. This took me way too long to do. This was a pain, but I like how it is, and I make sure I never eat something before I touch those rocks. That way I never have to redo it again. As you can see down here, I'll just kind of like do a little preview of it. This is Red's area. He's got an anchor, a steering wheel, and then a sign, of course, because he's wanted by Nook. But that's his little island where he comes in. Up here you got Stonehenge. This is the other area that people question my island. But you know what? I quite like it because it's kind of a Monty Python and the Holy Grail reference with the evil bunny in front of the cave, and there's just blood all around. It's a Monty Python reference. That's why it's here. And then we have our flowers from our 5-star restaurant. 5-star island. There's the grave, of course, because the bunny, or in this case, the orphans, who are having a tea party as this is happening. There's also just a little coffee spot there as well. Down here, because of Monty Python up there, this has been changed to be named Murder Pier. It's really not a murder pier. No one's been killed here. No, that's that orphan up there. Yeah, ice cream stand, cotton candy, just what you would see on a pier, some like games and stuff. Then over here we have our coffee bar, which I really like this area. You can kind of see in the back over there. We'll like walk up to there, so like a little fishing area. So over here, just so you can see it. Here's the fishing area. Just like the big 2 fish are here, seaweed, and then like 2 random fish. I don't know why I picked the fish I have at different spots. They're just there. So we're not gonna do this level yet. We'll come back down and do it. But going up and now to our left, we have Sherb's house. This level doesn't really have like set decorations for each house like the next level down does. But these two kind of share this little outdoor sitting area here. This is Eric's house. He does have a clothing line because these guys are lazy villagers, and I thought maybe it would help them do their laundry. They never do, but that's for them there. Hopping across, because of limitations of bridges, we have hop spots. This is Raymond's house. Again, no real decoration to his that's like anything specific. Hopping across. This is my house. We'll go in real quick and do a very, very brief tour. So I kind of like the ruined, kind of naturey vibe. So most of the rooms down on this floor have that vibe, but not the entire place do. So in here we have my bathroom, this kind of mountainy area. Over here I like to claim that these three are my friends. The squid-like one is Sandy. The tall one in the corner there is Joker. And then the other one, for no particular reason, is my friend Foxtail. I kind of met most of these in 2020. Fox I met through Animal Crossing in a different server where I also met the other two, and they've been my best friends ever since. So this game really like got me my closest friends. So that's why they're on the tubs chilling. It's just kind of a reference to kind of when I got them as friends, and it's just chilling in a hot tub. Three bros chilling in a hot tub. One of them's not a bro, but it's okay. Anyways, this is my kitchen, dining room area. Again, there's no reason for the fish I chose in that one area. This one I'm going to go into build mode for just because it makes more sense and easier to show. So this is just kind of guest room office-y area. But on the walls is the more important thing. I have posters of everyone who has lived on my island. Everyone's still currently living on my island. So, Raymond, Bubbles, Antonio, first villager I had, Sky, Bo, Sherb, that. Here's Deidre, she was the other first one I have. I do really love Bones. I have an amiibo for Bones, so I can always just bring him back whenever I want. Here's Bill. I have a clip where I put him on the menu. There's no reason why I put him on the menu. I just wanted to get rid of him so I could get Cherry.
Hi. You're gonna watch me do this. Watch. Watch. So this is your house, right? This is your house, right? You're on the menu. Look. You're on the menu.
Yeah, that's like the only explanation I have for that. And then these are the other villagers I had. Stu, Jeremiah, and Bubbles were the first like villagers who moved in. Like when you got the 3 like houses for rent, those are the ones that moved in. And then I kind of over the time had like a few other ones that just kind of moved in as well. So that's these ones. I actually didn't mind her. She was kind of cool. But I ended up getting rid of her so I could get, I think, Bill? So I could get sporty stuff. Like the catchphrase, the reactions or whatnot. And then I switched him out for Cherry, who has now been switched out for Freya. And here's just my bedroom. At the time when I originally built this, I worked downtown Minneapolis. I don't work downtown in Minneapolis anymore. In fact, right now I'm currently avoiding going down there because of the news. But I just kind of left the ode to it in here because I was working downtown at the time. I just really like the wallpaper too. Going downstairs to start with, we have our arcade area. Just a bunch of games. I just really like the flooring with that and like all the games. It seems really fun. My friends like to joke this does not have enough monitors. Honestly, it has one too many monitors. Unless you count the fact that I do have technically a 4th monitor, but it's for my work computer and it sits off to the side, like completely away from the other 3. But that bottom layout is what my layout looks like. So that's why my friends like to joke it's mine, but not with enough monitors. Though honestly, it is the right amount. If not minus 1. But going upstairs, we have the library. It's just a little chill, cozy area. It's always winter up here. Just because I really liked how it looked, especially with like the curtains. I just really like this area. I don't know why I picked this guy. He's fallen apart, but I really like him. So that's kind of my chill library area. So yeah, that's my house. Heading back down, or I should say heading down. We have like my original little crafting area, and here we have like a castle area with a koi fish pond, of course, a throne, And then Ode to Wolves over there. I think that one's a fake one because it shouldn't have anything underneath it, but I just kind of like that one. So we have that. Again, a hot point. We have a little space breeding area here. Hopping over. I don't think I showed this before. Up, we still have like a little passing area. Waterfalls, worm moons and stuff. Come across, here's where town center is. I do wish that this was directly in line with the airport, or I can move this, but it's fine. Just doing this little area first. This is another ode to 2020. It feels like it wasn't that long ago, but it was so long ago. It's also like the one area that you'll find like all the flowers. That way I can always pick them whenever I need to. But we used to do musical chairs, and there's a rule on my island: you're not allowed to use running key because it will destroy the flowers. I try to keep them contained here. But yeah, we used to do musical chairs. Someone in the center would be playing an instrument, and then everyone would run around, or they stop, you sit down. And then, like, technically one of these just gets in a void as you go. You hit them with the little net if you sit in the right spot. But yeah, that was kind of fun. No one really comes to my island anymore. I don't really open it up or do much with it anymore, but I still keep this. It just reminds me of when we first started COVID, or COVID happened and like Animal Crossing came out. Over here we have the warp pipe. This goes right back to my house. Just a little sitting area. There's not much over there otherwise. It's just kind of trees, flowers, and whatnot. Coming down, this is kind of our shopping center. So you have Duck's Cranny, you have the Able Sisters. Going with Able Sisters, I made kind of this like crafty area, which got a Totoro sweater. There's a little waterfall spot here. A crafting area. I might get rid of this now since we have the pier, which has its own little crafting thing, but I don't know. This is just here for now. Heading back this way. This is the farmer's market. It's just kind of, well, we got fruits and food. This is just what this area became, which I really like, so that's just kind of how that is. And then we have just like an open area here. There's not much going on in that little spot, just because snowmen go on here. I don't know, it's just kind of like an open space for me. Then we have the beach. This is kind of more like your, I don't know what you want to call it, like the entrance beach. It's not like a main public beach, it's kind of here. But this goes to the restaurant that we have. Either side is like the spot that has flowers, trees, bushes. But in here, starts off with our street music. Kind of went with the pattern that kind of goes with it. Straight to the back. I don't know why this is the one I went to first, but it is. We have our kitchen, so you got your chalkboard, a bunch of different cooking stations. A lot of headless people you'll find, mainly because like you can't put heads on these mannequins. That's besides the point. So that's our kitchen. And then to the right, this area doesn't really have like a set theme per se. It's kind of just a chill area to sit, have some food. Surrounded by like all the art. Like if I have just random art things that come in or like mom's art, it pretty much just goes on this wall and chills here. Now to go into our other side. This is where we have our Asian inspired restaurants. You got your sushi. You have these shirts. I'm not gonna pronounce, like, try to do it because I'm probably wrong. One of these is probably shuri, one's probably kimono. I don't want to say the wrong one for which one. So this is just their outfits. We have the screen. It's just Asian inspired. I just had sushi for the first time this year, or I guess last year now, since we're now in 2026. I had in 2025 in October, November. So I don't know what I ate. I went out with coworkers and they just ordered sushi and they had me try it. I don't know what any of it was, and some things I really liked, some things I didn't. I just could not tell you what one's which. But I did like some of it. None of the rolls are like the ones that like had rice, because I just cannot stand the texture of rice or seaweed. But everything else I really liked. But back to our tour. We have a kind of speakeasy bar down here. Not that it's a speakeasy, it's just more of a bar type vibe. So you got more drinks, olives. Someone brought food from downstairs, from like upstairs down, but it's mainly just like a chill bar area. And lastly, upstairs we have your classic diner, bubblegummy colors. So we have like a bunch of pastries, sandwiches, pinks, teals, baked goods. It's just your classic diner experience. Yeah, that's a diner restaurant building that I made. Continuing on past our shopping center here and across the bridge. Down here is just kind of an open space. There's really nothing here. This was where Freya's house is. Now I just have it kind of open again for snowmen. We'll go to that one in a moment. Here's our pier. So we kind of just have like a nice little sitting area. The crafting. This is where you can drop things off. I still have a rug. I'm not going to go into the hotel that came with the 3.0 update. Purely because it's gonna be like changing. Everyone's got like the hotel that now has the game. So like I'm not gonna go over it too much. It's just there. There's Tatton. So this little like play area up here for like I want to say like kids would think. There's really not, but in theory, like you can consider that. But this is our spa. Before we get into the actual spa, I'm just gonna go upstairs, which is where we have our movie theater. So everyone, you guys sit. I have two different screens. One's like the actual like thing that's playing, and then like I don't know, credits. I don't know why I decided that was how it was gonna be. You get your popcorn, your drinks, your snacks, turn in your tickets there. But yeah, that's the movie theater. Now going through our actual spa, we have our nice, relaxing, calming check-in area. Over here, we have our underground, kind of mossy vibe, hot springs area. Very relaxing, very calming. Now up here, we have our massage zone. I know these are technically beds, but I like to pretend that they're massage tables. We also have steam bath. It's just very cozy in here. Kind of bamboo-y. I like it. And then lastly, in our spa, to the left, this is kind of more of your typical hot bath spa area, hot spring pool, just relaxing time, kind of a sauna, just very chill vibes. As you tell, this place is just the epitome of chill. But May, you're thinking, you didn't go downstairs. Well, this is the other what the hell area. It's an abandoned prison. So you have skulls, just leftover bugs kind of taken over. There's some strawberry jelly. And then you just have prisoners of old. They're all missing their heads. Again, just a lot of... Yes, it's the prison. There's really no other way I can put that. But yeah, this is the spa building. Definitely every room in there is spa themed, if you couldn't tell. Continue on with our tour. So we're going to head up now from this area. This, I believe, is going to be our last area in the tour. We have kind of our seashell table over here. I just finished the iridescence. This is Freya's house here. She shares kind of a backyard area with Fauna. And then we already looked at the fish, but here's the turtles. I just really like that like idea concept, so I have that here. And then another just open area. This is kind of what I did for the winter. I just kind of opened these areas up so I can make snowmen. Another little pond in the back with like stars and flowers back there. Little sitting area. This is Fang's domain. I may have caught him one too many times close to inspecting a certain area of statues. So now these just are his statues. He has a little garden with them. And then every time I talked to Sky, she would ask me about books. So I gave her a little library, which I really like. And she's a little like mini library, like for the neighborhood. I really like that. Yeah, I think that's every area of my island. So I hope you guys all enjoy the little tour here. I am thinking about doing one for Greenlight Valley. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Just since I have each of the DLCs, I have a bunch of houses that are decorated. So if you have thoughts of how you'd like to see that, put that down below. I am going to be posting more of some just things off like stream. There's kind of like big rundowns of areas. I am going to do some more quick populations as well. Just because I know I'm not doing any heavy like editing of them by any means, but I hope you guys still enjoy them regardless. Speaking of streams, where those clips come from, for the VODs, would you prefer they stay unlisted how they are right now, so that way they're available on the channel in a playlist and on my blog, as well as a link to the archive? It's like that much of like the gallery. Or would you like these to like be public? So instead of being unlisted, actually make them public so they like exist alongside these types of videos. Or just again keep them unlisted. They're on the channel, but they're not like in your subscription box. Let me look at her. I am gonna be coming back with some more body painting. I just had a lot going on. I'm able to do that. I'm also thinking about posting some painting, like speed paint. Basically, not me talking over, but just showing my painting as I paint them. It's not gonna be a lot because some of these take like over a month to do. So, essentially it's like all the time, and I don't really paint. So, it'll be kind of more of a mixture here, but I think you'll enjoy it. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Feel free to give this video a like, subscribe to me. So I hope you guys all have a good day, evening, wherever you're in the world. Hydrates your omnoms, as I always say in the end of my streams. I'll see you guys all later. Bye!